Hello YouTube, it's Teamfenghuang here doing a book of spell review. I fell in love with this archetype as soon as they came out.
Because they're spellcasters.
Because they're spellcasters. I don't like gravekeepers, but apart from that, spellcasters are
Gravekeepers are also spellcasters.
They're shit.
They're amazing.
But, well, I'm not going to say they're shit, but I hate them.
Anyway.
I've been using them on DN. They're a very cool deck. I'm going to be making them when they come out in Return of the Duelist. Green Book of Spell. Normal spell card. Add one magical Calligrapher Batel, who is a level 2 water searcher basically. Or one Book of Spell card from your deck to your hand, except Green Book of Spell. You can only activate one Green Book of Spell per turn. They've all got this effect, you can only activate one of said card per turn. But that means if you go like High Book of Spell, which boosts your monster up in searches, you can then search out this thing, and then use this thing to search out another one. So you're going through your deck.
Consistency.
You have so much searching power for the actual books themselves. And you're getting
this is the crap one.
This is a trap. You can only activate this card during your turn. Select 2 spell cards from your graveyard, add them to your deck. Your deck is then shuffled. I don't use this.
This one's been out for ages. This one's not a new card.
You flip it up, you put 2 of your books back in.
It's not that good.
I don't like it. You can recycle them, but you've got a monster to do that if you need it. But I just don't like it. Target 1 face-up spellcaster you control, normal spell. Gains 1000 attack until the end phase. If that monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, add 1 book spell card from your deck to your hand. Right, there is the problem here. If that monster gets destroyed, you're fucked. But then you've got Junon. This is the main one you use it on. 2500 to start off with. Junon is effect to destroy your opponent's back rows. Make sure there's no risk of it being destroyed. Then you power it up to 35. Attack over for big damage, and then search out your Grim Book, which then searches out another card. So
I would prefer if it was quick play, but you know,
it's big.
That would be kind of broke if it was quick play.
It's extremely good as it is.
This is quite a good card.
This is called Monster Reborn, but with a couple of twists. Banish 1 spellcast type monster from your graveyard and reveal 1 book of spell card in your hand. That's one holdback in it.
That's what they do a lot.
Target 1 spellcaster type monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Any spellcaster. So you've got a free Monster Reborn there, and equip this to the target. There's nothing happens if they kill this afterwards, so you don't have to worry about them MSTing it. Increase the level of the equipped monster by the level of the banished monster. That is the one interesting thing about this card. I've never actually used the effect myself, but if you need stuff,
you can go for some Xyz or Synchros.
I mean, obviously you're running effect failures in there, so Synchro.
You can get some high-leveled Xyz out.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I want to try the rank 10 one, see if I can get the Junons back. Synchro Xyz up to rank 10. Pick up top 3 cards in your deck, return them in any order.
It's meh.
I use one of it, just because consistency is an issue. Getting your monsters that you need. The Book of Spells, they're not an issue, because you can just search them out with anything. But the monsters, you have no searching cards for your monsters, apart from Magician's Circle, which you need to attack. Yes, I use it because
you use it.
You need to search out your monsters. Yeah, no, that's because I always attack. I also use this in my Maat deck. Just in
fuck
case
Maat. He cheats in that deck.
Right, it's a shit deck, but it's incredibly fun.
You cheat with it.
Check out the card. You'll have a look at it. But just have a play around with it. See if you enjoy it. I'll probably talk about it at some point.
This one here is a bitch.
This is possibly the best card in your deck. You've got tons of cards to search out. Target 1 face-up spellcast type monster on the field. Apply one of these effects. This turn, this card is unaffected by the effects of other spell cards. It's quick play. Chain it to Dark Hole. Chain it to Mind.
You know that Forbidden Lands? Spellcaster version just
this
there.
Turn, that target is unaffected by the effects of trap cards.
Not as good.
TT, chain it in. It's incredible.
God.
It helps so much, and it's searchable. It's addable back to the deck. It's an amazing card.
Trust me, it pisses me off. I've tried to get around it.
You need your protection for your big monsters, and that does the job perfectly.
Now then, the support monsters.
Archer Lamor. All of the monsters are named magical this and magical that. They're not as good as the book spells because you don't have any searching cards.
That's what people were going on when they were talking about magical archetype there.
Yeah. But but they're still very good. Once per turn, reveal 1 book of spell card in your hand. Special summon 1 level 4 or lower spellcaster type monster from your hand. I only use one of this. I don't like it that much. I mean, I like it with stuff like I run a couple of Injection Fairy Lilies in my deck.
You can use
this, reveal a book of spell, special summon the Injection Fairy Lily, attack with Injection Fairy Lily for 34, then Xyz over, so you're not wasting tons of life points.
It's not awful.
It's not as good as many of them.
Yeah.
But you only want to use one.
But then again, you can also use...
Calligrapher Batel. This is the one which you can search out with Green Book Spell. When this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, add 1 book spell card from your deck to your hand.
So it's pretty good,
it
consistency-wise.
Any of your books of spells. You've got tons of searches. Level 2, if you get 2 of them. If they stick around, you can make Gachi, but that's very unlikely. He's small, but he's incredibly useful card.
Oh, you can use it with...
Moving on.
That...
I actually run a couple
Apprentice.
of magical dimensions, so that if I go Batel, I can search out a card. Then I go magical dimension. If I've opened with Junons and none of books of spells, I tribute off my Batel, special summon my Junon, who's the 25 light beta, who removes books from your graveyard to destroy stuff, and you know, and
this
you destroy another card.
The beast.
So you're not actually negging with that because you've gone plus off the Batel. You can activate this card by revealing. You can summon this card by revealing 3 books of spell cards in your hand.
Which, obviously, easy summon for a 2/5 attack monster.
Which is very good, because of the thing with many boss monsters is you want them in your deck or you want them ready. You want to special summon them out without having them dead in your hand. This stops it from being dead, because you've got tons of books, you've got tons of searches. You get to just summon that. Once per turn, banish 1 book spell card in your graveyard, hand or graveyard even. Target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. So it's even useful first turn. You don't have to have them in your graveyard to use it. It's always +1. Gets rid of any card in your opponent controls. You often get multiple of them, so you get multiple destructions per turn.
Couple this with that Toma card. It's a fucking bitch to kill. Trust me, I've tried.
Xyz them for the Xyz or number 11 Big Eye.
I wouldn't do that though.
Yeah.
I'd rather have 2 of them out.
No, this is the Xyz. Rank 7. 2800 talk. Once per turn, detach Xyz material from this card up to the number of book or spell cards in your graveyard. Destroy your opponent's back rows.
That's pretty good.
It's good. You've got tons of books and spells in your graveyard all the time.
I'm drifting here.
So he's gonna.
He looks pretty.
He's acting as heavy storm.
He's pretty nice too.
He looks nice, but he's not as good as number 11 Big Eye in my opinion.
That's the one that takes over your opponent's monster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably just
put
add
that
him
one
into
up.
the end of the review.
7 minutes.
Magical Summon a Temper. This is the best card in the deck in my opinion. During the main phase of the turn, you activated any book of spell card. You can tribute this card, special summon 1 level 5 or higher light or dark monster in your deck. Obviously this gets your Junon if you wanna run.
Ben never gets this card though.
Yeah, no, I never draw into this. I have the worst luck available, but this is the best card in your deck. He's 1000, he's level 3, he's Earth, so... But the main thing is you've got tons of books of spells, you're just getting out of Junon for free. He's amazing. He really is. And if you want to make like a Dark Magician version of it, which has Chaos mixed in, you can do that. Stick in a couple of Dark Magicians, tribute him off, special summon Dark Magician, go BLS if your Dark Magician gets destroyed.
I think he looks pretty sweet.
It is. I run 1 or
It's
2
like
of him, I
Link or
can't
something.
remember. Once per turn, discard 1 book of spell card, add 1 spellcaster type monster from your graveyard to your hand. He's amazing.
So
he adds back your spellcasters. He's 1800, so he's pretty damn big for a 4-star. Obviously you have the cost of discarding a book spell, but it's still 1 for 1. You're adding back any monster you might need.
Add back them Junons.
And often your book spells are, like, they're not exactly what you need at the time. I mean, there's so many searches, it's fine, but if you've got a dead Grim book you don't want, you know, just send it off. Or if you've got 2 of the book of spells, all the book of spells, you can only activate 1 of them, so if you've got 2 of them, activate 1, discard the other. Once per turn, shuffle 1 book of spell card from your graveyard into your deck to target 1 face-up spellcaster you control. Increase its level by 1 and attack by 500. It doesn't sound amazing, but this has won me more games than you can imagine.
Boosted up to 2k.
I mainly use its effect of increasing the level. He's shuffling a book of spell back into your deck.
Getting some Xyzes
so
going.
You've got more targets for Grims, but I like add back my injection, attack over, leave myself on 500 life points. Then I shuffle 1 back in, make him level rank 4, overlay for Utopia, sticks around, wins me the game. He's an incredible card. You want to be running him.
Just saying, Ben, but sometime we will have to do something on these guys, because look at that. That just looks awesome.
Yes. Now.
And now Ben's going to bring up his Big Eye.
One other card I wanted to do. Just because he goes along with the archetype incredibly well.
Is he coming out yet? When's he out? Okay, so he's not out yet. He'll be coming out soon, I think.
He will.
It's in the next few sets.
2600. He's a spellcaster. He's rank 7, so you get him with your Junons, yes? He's 2 level 7s. Once per turn, detach 1 Xyz from this card to target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of this target. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. He's 26, so he's pretty big. And obviously he can't attack when you use the effect, but the monster you take control of can. He's a mind control.
When you take over their
he's
BLS.
Permanent brain control.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
What card does that?
Seriously, he's...
Snatch Steal, does it?
Swap.
Creature swap does it.
Don't need
This is
to give them monsters.
Permanent epic creature swap thing.
This is why I prefer him. Also, your book of spell that negates the effects of spells and traps isn't archetype specific to your magical monsters.
Any spellcaster.
He is any spellcaster. So that includes this. You can protect him from your TTs, protect him from the dark hole. He's an incredible card. You want to be running him in your deck, you want to be running one of him and one of the Heavy Storm Xyz. Obviously you play around with it, you run your Breakers, you run your Injection Fairy Lilies. You just run the Magician Circle, special trap card. Activate one of spellcaster type monster you control, declares an attack. Special summon a spellcaster with 2000 or less in your deck to the field in face of attack. It searches out your monsters, which is what this deck doesn't do. It doesn't have any searches for your monsters, which is the major flaw in it, and it's the one thing it falls down on. But that is probably the one thing
it is a pretty
you have to save you.
good deck.
Just have support for it. Have the support for your cards, then negate the TTs, negate the dark holes. You've got your spellcaster stuff, which is already it's got strength. Secret Village spellcasters, when you control a spellcaster, negate. Your opponent cannot activate spell cards.
That's a massive fuck. That plus Junon is
so
such a
amazing.
bitch.
Lots of people say side this. I completely disagree. I run it every game. Even if it's just locking off the staples, you're locking off your opponent's Pot of Dualities. You're locking off your opponent's Dark Holes, Monster Reborns. It's such a good card. It's making some cards in your opponent's hand dead, and that is never bad. So you want to be running that. I mean, I might do a deck list on it at some point. But
what you don't want to do is run Naturia Bamboo Shoots plus that and stuff. I'm talking to you, Jeremy, when you watch this eventually.
Yes, that's his big brother who made a very interesting Naturia deck.
Naturia Spellcasters.
That is my book of spell stuff.
That is a big eye.
Go on Dueling Network, try them out. If you want to duel me,
It's scary.
If you want to duel me, then fair enough. I'll show you how they work.
I'll put his name in the description.
But yes, play around with them. They're an incredibly fun deck. They're very consistent. Well, they're not as consistent as lots of things, but they're pretty damn searchable with the books of spell themselves. But yeah, just check them out. Just use them. They're good.
And that's Teamfenghuang here. Bowman still in his lesson. Signing out.